Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Live from Columbus, Ohio, It's Motown Downtown!
Motown Downtown, come on down to Motown Downtown.
Today's guest, Game Croy.
Come on down to Motown Downtown.
My name is Tyson Bruno, and here's your host, Mo Chocolate.
Come on down to Motown Downtown.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Motown Downtown, where we are here to make sure that you have a wonderful time and the greatest time. That's right. Yes. Hi, everybody in chat. How's it going? Thank you to our host today for the raid. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for keeping the chat updated with your amazing emotes. We love to see it. We do. So, with that being said, let's welcome today's very special guest, shall we? Drum roll, please! My next guest is the true definition of triple threat. He is a streamer, content creator, and music composer. So whether you like jam to his music or watching his silly moments live on Twitch, he is a joy to be around and a joy to watch. So please, put your hands together for the man, the myth, the legend, Game Croy!
Oh, God.
Hi.
The bit was almost worth it. Thank you. That was an amazing intro.
I gotta say, like, I was thinking, like, is he gonna do something silly? And he did, and you'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. I love it. Game Croy, what's up, man? First of all, thank you for that raid, my friend. Thank you very much. We did. All your friends are in chat now. They're all massive claps for you in chat. That's awesome. Everyone here loves to see you, man. We're all big fans of you. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to come here to Motown Downtown. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Of course, really happy to be here. Also, I realized I think you flipped me the wrong way. I'm ignoring you on screen.
The wrong way? Oh no.
Yeah, I'm looking away from the host.
But
Yeah, thank you for having me here. I'm actually really excited to be here. Very nervous. I don't know if you can, just a little nervous.
It's all good.
I've never been on something like this, but you kind of have that, like, this is the talk show guy. So I was very happy to be invited to do this for real, and to be here. So thank you for having me.
Anytime, man. Thank you. Yeah, it's funny because earlier when you were talking, it's but now I fixed it. It should be fine now.
Oh, we having trouble?
Oh no, I flipped your camera. I flipped it and I flipped it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's how we do it here. But yeah, so my first question, Game Croy, is for anyone watching who has no idea who you are, tell us a bit about yourself.
God, I know, like, this is the question I should expect, but I'm like, I don't know. I'm just a guy who does stuff on the internet. Like, I play video games on the internet, and people find me there, and I hang out in other people's channels, and sometimes I make music, and that's kind of the gist of what you'll see. But I don't know, I do art sometimes.
We love art.
Yeah, I don't know, just a guy that plays video games and makes music sometimes.
That's hilarious. That's amazing. So I want to know now about, like, let's rewind the clock to, like, pre-Game Croy days, okay? I want to know, like, your early days as a gamer. Were you Team Nintendo, PlayStation, or Sega? And what were some of your favorite games growing up?
That's interesting you threw Sega in there, too, because I think at my core, I think I became a PlayStation boy, but, like, the first console we ever had was a Genesis, Sega Genesis. So, like, my first introduction to video games was Sonic 2. So that's where I started, but then kind of over time I became the PlayStation boy, so we got a PS1, and then I went that direction. Then my sister actually went more Nintendo, which is kind of funny. So, like, we kind of had that, like, exchange of, like, here's this on this kind of vibe. But yeah, I'm definitely very, very a PlayStation boy at heart. And Bear is going insane in the background right now, so if you can hear him, I'm sorry.
They want to be on Motown as well.
He does. He'll be here soon.
That's good. That's good to know. So tell me now, like, what was your big inspiration to start content creation? Like, were you on YouTube first or Twitch first? And what like motivated you to like go down the content creator route?
That's kind of a thing too. Like I think so. I started on YouTube, and I started more of the like so that's where the whole Game Croy thing started, and it was very. I want to mix kind of the like film stuff and me playing video games, so it's like that kind of YouTube vibe. Bear, this is not the time. So like I started like recording playthroughs and just me talking over it and then editing it down. So like the really early Game Croy stuff from like that's like 2015, 2016. That's like where the name started. So that was me playing some stuff, editing things down, and that was like kind of the vibe I wanted to do, and mixing in some live action skit kind of stuff. It's not the best, but like it's fun to look back on. But it became that like I would say at that era I definitely made content, and then from there it kind of was like I discovered streaming and was like, this is easier to do, and I'm just having fun playing video games like and talking to people live, and so that became kind of the route I ended up going. So like if I'm doing anything, I'm usually playing something live on Twitch, and I haven't really like edited down videos in a long time. Like I really miss that. I had a lot of fun with it. But yeah, start on YouTube editing down stuff, and now I just stream.
Amazing. That's good to know. I was on YouTube first also, and then I found that with like you said, with streaming, you can just do whatever and then edit them and post them on socials and stuff. It made things a lot more streamlined, basically.
Yeah. And there's that more live interaction, which I found I
Yes.
like was missing from the creation part.
Yeah, I've always
why
been
it
a
spoke to
people
me.
person, so I like chatting with people also.
Yeah.
So this is
Exactly.
my favorite question to ask every guest that comes on the show. What is the story behind your username? Like Game Croy, like everyone has
God.
a unique story behind their username. What is the origin of Game Croy? Let us know.
There are a few ways to look at this. The like it's funny because I can't say certain bits because
That's fine.
location of things and stuff. I remember very specifically where I was when the name happened. Like the whole thing is just that Game Croy sounds like Game Boy, and that's why
Oh.
in the like yeah. So like if you see my like starting, well, it's kind of hard to see on my like normal stream, but like the outline is like meant to sort of give Game Boy vibes ish.
Uh-huh.
Like it was definitely more of a thing that I like made as part of what I was doing in like the YouTube videos. But yeah, the whole thing was Game Croy sounds like Game Boy. And it's funny for me to say, so that's like why that name started. And it was like I was driving home one day being like, I want to do YouTube stuff, and that'd be funny. And so the name just kind of fell into place there. Yeah, so that's kind of like the origin of that I can tell.
Gotcha.
It's gotten new lore over time, which is, Croy being a word that in French is croix, which means cross, and the X button is called cross. So it's that like it all comes back to Kingdom Hearts.
Nice.
The key button.
Nice. It all makes sense now. That's something I've always wondered. Like, what exactly does Croy mean? And it means it sounds like Game Boy. That's so clever. I love that, man. Love that.
Yeah, There's more to it, but that's kind of the gist that I can tell.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Now, my personal question from me to you, buddy. Whenever I go on your stream, I notice, even looking at your past streams from many years ago, you have Danny DeVito on your screen. Why is that? I mean, we all love Danny DeVito, but it's like, why is that a thing? Like, tell us the origin of why Danny DeVito is on your screen all the time.
So I can't show him right now. He's over there for my second cam. So he is a fun story. So he just lives there always on my second cam. And so it kind of started where the second cam was bear cam, because my cat would often be very visible and like sleeping or just kind of next to me. And so it's moving to this location, like this apartment here, I have like Bear's little cat tree here. And so I'd have the camera pointed there, but the way that this apartment is, he'd be more places, so he wasn't always here. So it's like, I probably should put something there. So I was trying to figure out what that was, and Danny DeVito just like came to me as like he goes there, and his origin was a white elephant gift at work. It's a wall scroll that I got from work, like in a white elephant gift. It's like, I didn't know this would be something that I could have, but now I have it, and he's perfect. So he just lives there, and he's usually what's on the second camera if Bear's not around.
I love that. Okay, I'm just because I mean it's cool, it's funny, but I'm just like I wonder why that's a thing, and that's funny.
Yeah,
That's pretty funny. All those things you have behind you, that's pretty cool. And then there's Danny DeVito, just like, hey guys, hilarious.
Yeah, there's like, here's my video game stuff. I like Kingdom Hearts and stuff, and also Danny DeVito is on my second camera. Please welcome Danny DeVito.
Hilarious.
Yeah, he's just there.
So my next question is, what is the one game that gave you the best streaming experience, and the one game that gave you the worst streaming experience?
Oh God, okay, that's a really hard question. I don't. Weirdly, I think the best is harder to answer. And I feel like the worst I could probably fill in with a few, and it's most of them that I've just got like really upset while playing. And so I think the one that I'm like, what was the maddest I've been on stream? I'm like, oh fuck, it's probably Astral Chain. Like,
oh man,
I enjoyed that game, but it was the final boss just for some reason was just bullshit out of nowhere. And it's like historic at my channel that like, oh yeah, we don't talk about the end of Astral Chain. So I think that was the worst time I had on stream. There's probably one since that I'm not thinking of, but that's the one that
it's strange because I've heard a lot of good things about Astral Chain, but I guess the final boss is not very good.
It's mostly good. I don't know how that boss operated. It was just like, and now you're doing this. And I was like, oh no, this is bad. This is a horrible way to end this. But yeah, best experience. I don't know. Well, I'm looking over at chat. Also, hi everyone.
Hi.
Ian's saying Cage 3. Oh wait, no, that is Skull and Cage 3 level 1 crit. That was a rough time, but I still think End of Astral Chain was worse. But I don't know. There's a lot of games that had a lot of fun streaming, and it kind of like best one would either be something like Cage 3 that like I was streaming at the time that it came out, so I got to stream my first playthrough of it live, which is really fun to be there with people for something like that. But what might be my real answer is there's 2 games that I play. Well, there's 3 games I play at least once a year for like different things. So for my Streamiversary, I play Fury every year because it's one of the first things I streamed.
Nice.
For Spooktober, I play Medieval, some version of that game, every year because I love that game. And then during like last year before Christmas, I always play Saints Row 4, How the Saints Save Christmas, because that's like a tradition. But I think Medieval. I think it's Medieval because I stream it at least once every Spooktober. There's like the original, the sequel, and then 2 remakes of it. So there's a lot of ways to play it. But it's one of those things of like, it's one of the earliest games I've ever played. So it's like nostalgic to me. I play it every year, and I just love when my cat does not interrupt me. I love sharing it with people every year to be like, oh hey, here's why I love this game. Like it's one of those that I just have fun sharing it.
Nice.
Like, every year.
Nice. I've never played Medieval. I think the most I played with him was in PlayStation All Stars, basically.
Oh yeah. I literally was talking about that game today. I was like, everyone loves it. Where's the second one? I want one, but I would,
bro. Spider-Man would be in it if they made a second one. Seriously, Sony, like what? You're sitting on.
It would
gold,
go so hard, but
real.
like, it just it would probably flop again. I would love it, but it's just not what the gamers want.
We have Smash and Smash, the next Smash game to look forward to for that. I mean, we have Marvel Badokin, whatever it's called, to play as a Spider-Man. Hi, Kitty.
He's here.
Cat, and let's see them cat emos chat.
You can save yourself.
Real black cat. But yeah, so my next question is actually, you can pet your cute kitty there if you like. So basically, you grow this community on Twitch and stuff, and online and stuff. What are your thoughts on your community who's watching right now? Your thoughts on your community and any shout-outs you would like to give.
What are my thoughts on my community?
Yeah.
Well, no, I love my community. I feel like there's some people that have been here for a very long time. A lot of them are people that I knew like either before or like kind of really really early on. But like it's cool to see a lot of people. No, no, I don't hate. Yeah, it's cool that kind of it's evolved over time. Like there's people that kind of came out for like a game and then stuck around. Like Kingdom Hearts kind of fits into that in a way of like there's a lot of people in like I wouldn't even say that the people that hang out are like my community. Like it's just a bunch of people that I also hang out in their streams. Like there's just kind of this like cluster of people that are all everywhere. And
Yeah.
so like that thing of like, you know, you have your streamer friends and like when, you know, they're also not streaming or when time zones exist in a way that work for streams, like they'll be around. And so like it's been nice to kind of have that back and forth where like a lot of people that are around also stream because I like to try to be around whether like it's been more lurky for me recently, but it's still been like it's been nice to not just be the like I'm the streamer. Like I like being a part of that.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I don't know, shout outs are hard because like especially this where like almost everyone that hangs out also streams. Like there's some people in the chat right now. Every name in there I see right now
We love you
is
all.
a streamer that I try to hang out during. So like it's hard to shout people
So
out. Like,
all the above, then. Shout out to all the above. We love
Yeah,
each and
yeah.
every single one of you. Yes, we do. That's true. So speaking of your community, like you, my friend, recently got married. Congratulations.
yeah, something like that.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
man. It's like, yeah, congratulations on that big time. So,
Thank you.
if you don't mind me asking, like, how did you two meet? How did you and Sydney meet, and how did it like evolve into getting married? Because I believe you two are hundreds of miles away, right? So, like, how does that work?
bit.
Because it can't be easy. So, like, how'd you guys meet
No.
and lead to this? Let us know.
Yeah, well, I guess to talk about the distance thing real quick, like it is very hard. Like it's one of those. It's probably like one of the hardest things, and like
Yeah.
it kind of extra went into how we knew that we wanted to be together. Is that like this is really hard, but it's worth it. Like it's what we want to do. So like it kind of where it's difficult is just a reminder of like why it's worth it.
Mhm.
But yeah, so the story is kind of fun and also very Twitch heavy, which is it all comes back to Twitch. But yeah, it was like I like to trace it back this way, and this is kind of a way we can shout out some people that might not be here. So I think it's fun to trace back to I can say it goes back to me streaming Nier, which
Mhm.
is
Yeah.
I was wearing this very head. I can't point the right direction because I'm mirrored where I'm looking. But yeah, I was going through is when I was streaming the original Nier, and like that was a time that was really fun because like I finished the game and then I was like, all right, lore time, and then I had like a lore time up and I just explained lore for like an hour. But that's unrelated to my point. I just love Nier, so I will ramble for so long. But during that playthrough, like I met some new people on Twitch, and one of them was Zelda Momoe, who is part of my stream team.
Nice.
They're around in a lot of places. I don't know if I've seen them play Kingdom Hearts, but they definitely came in because I was dressed as Emil. They also cosplay Emil. So like I met them through that. And that was like kind of the first meeting. There was like a trickle down kind of thing. And
Yeah.
then so one day I was in one of their streams and they rated Harlequin Gesture, who's another streamer. And so Sydney was a mod in that community. And so it was while hanging out in there, we started talking a little bit. And then kind of this is the fun part that I like to talk about. So it's not I think it's a fun story. But yeah, it was like we kind of like interacted in streams a bit, and then I joined the Discord and stuff like that. And I had come back from a friend's wedding that had a wild dress code. So it was well, Sydney will remember the actual thing better than I will, which is funny. But it was like cyberpunk jungle was like the theme.
Yeah.
So like I was wearing a super bright like Hawaiian shirt kind of thing. I had like the glowy cyber glasses, and I had like pants that were half black, half white, which are the ones I actually wore at the rave.
Nice.
Nick also had. We did not coordinate. He bought the exact same pair of pants, but those pants are important because we were talking in like a shared selfies channel, Sydney and I, and then we were talking, and it just became too much talking versus share pictures, and we're like, we'll take this to DMs. And so I sent her a link to those pants, and then we've been talking ever since, every single day. And now we're married. So
Amazing.
send people links to pants is the moral of the story.
Sending pictures of pants. Gotcha. That's
Links
amazing.
to pants, not pictures of your pants.
Oh,
I don't know if
links
that'll
to
work
pants.
as well.
My bad. Links to pants. Okay, links to pants. Yeah. It's yeah, because like in the past I've been in long distance relationships, man, and I could not handle it like at all because it's just the warmth of your phone, man. I'm like, no, I want no. So it's like massive props to you for handling it. I had to stop. I'm just like, I can't do this. It's way too difficult for me. Like, I have to video chat the whole time while we're outside and stuff. Like, going on a date and stuff. I'm just like, this would be better if you were here with me. So, like, how did you handle, just the long distance stuff?
Very difficultly. Like, again, it's been hard. But yeah, I think part of it was just, like I said, like since the first DM of a link to pants, we've been at least talking a tiny bit or sending a message, if not like, talking throughout the whole day, every single day since then. So it's been just a lot of just
props to you.
That. It's been harder to kind of like we were more on video calls and stuff, but my work schedule and my brain have made that harder. But we've been able to visit a bit, which has been really nice. And she's gonna be back over here very soon. Yeah, it's hard, but it's worth it.
It really is. A link between worlds, as they say. So pretty much, now we're going to move on to our next topic. It's the first topic of the show. Let's talk about Super Smash Brothers, shall we?
All right.
Yeah, because there's a reason why. So basically, Croy, who is your main in Super Smash Bros?
Which one? Any of them that I've played, or like who?
I guess Ultimate for now, yeah.
Ultimate? Well, so I think who I would main now. So like I guess who I was playing the last few times I played was Sora, which makes sense.
Yay.
He's very fun to play, and also it's Sora, which
yeah
somehow happened. But I think before that I had a lot of fun playing as Snake, and I think who I would say I used to main was Captain Falcon because I just love to be shitty and just try to wait things out and time the Falcon punches just right because it felt so good. So I think I was a Captain Falcon shitpost main is what I would say. But I did really enjoy playing Sora. Amazing. For like the fun of it.
Amazing. Now, do you have a favorite and least favorite reveal trailer?
Well, obviously,
besides Sora, what other is your favorite?
I think the Sephiroth one is really cool. But
yes.
I think it was Snake for me because like Sephiroth was one that did surprise me, but there's something about it's the campiness of the box and everything. I loved that one. And also I love Metal Gear, and Snake in that was not something I expected.
You do.
I guess like a lot of the characters I enjoy.
You do a pretty good Snake impression too. I've heard it before. It's actually pretty spot on. Can you say like I'll say Snake? Do you know who this is? And you say, "Are you kidding? That's Mario."
I can try.
Snake, do you know who this is?
Are you kidding me? That's Mario.
Yeah.
Depends on the vibe of the throat if it comes through or not.
I love it. Yeah, honestly, that's back in those days where the biggest news was to see Sonic in Smash Bros. Like, what? Sonic's in the game? That's what like led the way for third party characters. So yeah, that's an awesome trailer for sure.
Yeah, because that was like Mario's rival. Like,
yeah.
Mentally, right?
Yeah. Now, do you have a least favorite reveal trailer?
That I don't know. I can't think. Like the ones I remember seeing are the ones I was hyped about. Also, I don't know if my internet's being dumb.
Yeah. It freezes for a few seconds. Not sure why.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on.
We'll just.
So that's fun right now.
It's a glitch in the Matrix, basically.
But yeah, I don't know if there was one that I was upset about, but I am one of those people that has never played Fire Emblem, and so every Fire Emblem character is like, oh, another one. Okay.
Yeah, same
I think
here.
that's kind of my
I
answer
think
there.
having 8 Fire Emblem is eight characters is way too much, but you do you, Nintendo.
There's
But
8?
There's 8, yeah. That's way too much. No thank you. If you're a fan, cool, but for me, no thank you. But me, it would be Steve from Minecraft. Just not because I've never really
Steve.
been. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Just because if you like Minecraft, cool. I'm not a Minecraft fan at all, but like I woke up early and went live on Twitch, and I'm like, oh, it's Sora because Mario's in darkness, and then is Minecraft. I end the stream immediately and I go back to bed, bro. I was like, I woke up early for this? Nah, this ain't it.
Yeah, it was a really cool reveal that I don't know if anyone expected. Like, why would you think Minecraft Steve would be in Smash Bros? But yeah, it was like, yeah, okay,
It happened.
sure.
So, for the $1 million question, what was your reaction when you saw Sora get announced for Smash Bros? Where were you when that moment when they revealed that it was Sora? Where were you at that moment in time?
That's a good question because I remember like kind of bits of it. Like when I think of like the question, where was I think more of like, where was I when KH4 was announced? Where was I when
Yeah.
KH3 was announced? Like, I remember those very, very vividly in my reactions. Like, I'd woken up at the exact right hour that 4 was announced. Like, I didn't plan to. I just woke up and then was like, oh shit, this is out now. But yeah, Sora and Smash. I remember watching it and being like, I think that whole trailer is like, no. Like it was kind of that. It was more that reaction. Like I know you and a lot of other people had that like that intensity of like, holy
yeah.
shit. I think I was just like, what? No, what?
That was the
just
loudest I've ever screamed in my life, bro.
Which is understandable. I was just more like, just weirdly enough, I was just like, I was someone who like, again, I wasn't too into Smash. Like I played every once in a while, but like Sora and Smash is not something I ever expected. Like Cloud surprised me because I was like, Cloud from 7, the game that was like, no, thank you, Nintendo. We're going with Sony now. Like that was a surprise, but like I was like, Disney won't let him. They won't do that. So I was just my flabbers were gasted. I did not expect that. So I was just like, what the whole time?
Yeah, that's my favorite moment in all of gaming, man. Because I legit thought after Sephiroth, nah, he's not getting in. So I thought it was like Dark Souls or something. So it was a genuine surprise to me when it was him.
Yeah. No, I could see that being
with
something
the
like Dark
fire and
Souls.
stuff, yeah.
That might have been what I thought at the time.
Yeah. So, but
yeah, it's one of those things I don't remember.
The last question I have for Smash is so for the next Smash Bros. Game, Croy, what is one character that you would love to see in the next Smash Bros. Game? No questions asked.
No questions asked.
Yeah.
So as in like they don't have to be known for Nintendo. They could have
any
dipped their
gaming
toe, maybe.
any gaming character, yes.
Well,
Where do you start?
Like so many that I didn't expect that I would have loved did show up. I think, oh god, okay, I was like looking, I was like, okay, that would be cool, that'd be cool. I think one that actually makes a lot of sense, and I just want it because it'd be funny. Travis touched up from No More Heroes. There'd be so much weird shit they could do with him. Like, I think that would be a really fun one. Because I was like, what could I say? Like, Beautiful Joe was on GameCube.
Mm-hmm.
Like, having Beautiful Joe would be really cool. Like what things could I argue? Like, you know, even though there's no questions asked, like, what can I argue? But as I looked up, I was like, I think it's gotta be Travis Touchdown. That'd be such a weird inclusion that I would be so for.
I could be wrong, but doesn't he have a skin in the game? I think I could be wrong. Maybe someone else.
He might.
I can't remember. Chad, confirm or deny, please. But I remember Travis fans being upset that all he gets is a skin.
Yeah, that's right. It was a me thing.
Yeah,
I remember that now.
Yeah.
It was his purple jacket.
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
that's right. Yeah.
Maybe in
Put him
the
in.
next game then.
Let him jerk off the Wiimote.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I think that'd be a fun one.
Well, for me, like, we have Sora, I'm good. But if I could have one more character, Kratos. Kratos from God of War.
Are you
like,
sure that you don't just want to play PlayStation All-Stars
Yeah.
Battle Royale?
There's that too, and that's what I'm saying. Like that's my dream, because I feel like you said, I feel like Sony would say no because they'll make their own game. But I don't know, but because I'm happy with Sora. But if I could pick one more, Kratos. And I mean, people would love like Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon, Knuckles, or Dr. Eggman. Like it bothers me that there's only Sonic from the Sonic franchise. Like where's Shadow, Tails, or something, or Knuckles even? You know?
Eggman would be a wild pick. Kratos though would be really fun. He felt like I don't know if he was like the entry point or just one of the easier ones to get to know in All Stars. He was very fun. So like I think that's a good pick.
For sure,
But
yeah.
now I'm thinking of Eggman and Smash Bros.
That'd be hilarious. All the machines doing fighting for him. So now we're gonna move on to the next topic, a topic everyone here is super familiar with. Let's talk about Kingdom Hearts. Shall we? Okay, Game Croy, tell us about the very first time you saw the commercial or any media for Kingdom Hearts for the very first time. What was your first impression?
Well, I think it's funny you did say the commercial because that was it. And I think that was your entry if I remember right as well. Like it was, there's two commercials I remember. There was very specifically that Disney Channel one of the Secret Lab. It was, so I remember watching that, and I remember like being super, no matter what I was doing, like if I wasn't actively watching the TV, that would come on and I'd be like, whoop, I would like focus in on that. It was such a weird thing to be seeing. I was like, I have no idea what's going on here. I mean, they're telling me what's going on here, but I don't know what this is, but I need it. It was like the first time I remember having that feeling of like, I like Disney, and like I heard about Final Fantasy being pretty cool. At the time I think I maybe hadn't got like too deep into it, but like it was just everything they're showing us. Like, I don't know what's happening. I need this. And that's not something I always like feel, but I remember very specifically that. And so anytime that commercial would come on, any other one, I'd be so like, whoop, watching that and so like intrigued. Like, I don't think anything else has gotten me that intrigued. Like there's stuff I'm like, that looks cool, but that was such a different feeling seeing KH1 for the first time. And so, yeah, I was whenever that trailer dropped, day fan.
Fan.
And I didn't get around to it. Yeah, I didn't get around to it until I think Christmas of the year that it came out, 2002. Yeah, I think it was that Christmas that we finally got it. But I remember I rented it and a PS2 because we didn't have one at the time. But yeah, I was hooked since that first trailer.
Nice. So you've been playing since day one when the first game came out with unskippable cutscenes and using the R2 L2 to look around the wow. Props to you.
Kyrie's inside me. Yeah, everyone knows. Like you talk to people who have been there since the beginning. We know those lines because as a kid, we died a lot to certain bosses. So we got to hear cutscenes a lot of times.
But at the same time, we had all the time in the world to spare, basically, you know. So
that's true. Yeah,
we have the time for. For me, when I first saw it, I thought it was dumb. Like rebellious high school Mo was like, I'm too old for this now. No, thank you. But my brother played it and he loved it, but I ignored it. So Kingdom Hearts 2 was actually my first game in the series.
Oh, nice.
Like, my brother rented the game from Blockbuster from the ancient times, and then like, out of curiosity, I was like, let me play this game. Let's see what all the hype is about. And I ended up playing the game more than him. Because, like, it was the combat, the Disney stuff. I loved it. So, like, the first time I played the first Kingdom Hearts game was 1.5, basically.
Oh, really? So it wasn't until the PS3 version?
Yeah. I never played.
Oh, damn. Okay, so you could skip cutscenes, right?
Yeah. Thank God we could. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a similar reaction. Not at first. It was like while I was playing it. I remember very specifically Atlantica. I was like, Little Mermaid. Ugh. And it was like by the time I got to 2, I hated Finny Fun. I was like, rhythm game, Atlantica. Now I fucking love it. But yeah, at the time I was. Also, it's like, wait, can I swear? Yes, we can swear here. I remember that being a rule. But yeah, it was one of those things that like there was the time they came out, like I did kind of like age into that, like I'm edgy and aging out of it, but I still played it and loved it. But there were the elements I'm like, "Ugh, I'm too old for this. And then I grew back into it. I'm like, no, I'm visiting Pooh. Hell yeah, I love Winnie the Pooh. Like it definitely had that like circular feeling to it.
You love it. I love it. Yeah. So, what was that? Then my next question is, what was the long wait for Kingdom Hearts 3 like for you? It was torture for me, but what was it like for you, waiting since 2002?
It's hard to say because like I feel like it was a long time, but it kind of wasn't at the same time. Like I think we had Dream Drop come out in, what's that, 2017? No, not 2017. 2012? I don't remember. It was like 7 years until or since the previous game, so it like was a long time. But I remember what was unique about it, but now less unique. But like at the time, it was like now I know people who play Kingdom Hearts. So like growing up, it was mostly just like I didn't know anyone who played it. I was just kind of having fun by myself.
Yeah.
I tried to get my friends into it. I originally started talking to my roommate because of it, but he didn't get very far into it. But like I didn't really know anyone. One of my friends kind of was into it a bit, and I borrowed his DS to play Days back in the day because I didn't have a DS.
Mm-hmm.
But like Kingdom Hearts 3 kind of felt unique at the time because it was like I knew people who cared about Kingdom Hearts and were waiting for this game. So it was, I don't know if it wasn't as bad as it could have been because I like had other people to be excited with.
Mm-hmm.
And that's definitely kind of what's happening with Cage 4, except I know way more people now that are waiting for Cage 4. So like, yeah, I don't know. Like the last bits, like it was hard, but like I feel like it was kind of a special feeling, and like I remember playing Union Cross like leading up to it as well. Like I kind of had some things to tide me over, but I think part of what was fun was like being in the waiting room with other people.
Mm-hmm. For real, yeah.
Which we're doing again
there's,
for however long.
There's no words to really describe the long wait. Like, it was a joke for the longest time. It was a meme, bro. Like, Half-Life 3, Shenmue 3, and Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, games that are never coming out. And now 2 of those came out. We're still waiting for Half-Life 3. So, like, when the game finally comes out, it's just, I went to the midnight launch at my GameStop. People were dressed up as a character. And, like, I got my copy, and I'm sitting in my car. Like, I've been waiting for this game since 2002. Since 2006, and it's right here in my hand. Like, there's no words to describe it. I go home, pop it into my Kingdom Hearts 3 PS4 Pro. The title pops up, and I can't stop crying. For 10 minutes, I'm looking at the title screen just crying. That's my next question. What was it like for you playing Kingdom Hearts 3 for the very first time?
So, well, I was also someone that got the PS3. It's in my room. That was a weird wait because it was like I was working, and that was before COVID, and at that place, even though I could do my job from home, they were like, we don't like you working from home. But I was like, I have a package I need to make sure it doesn't get stolen. So like I remember like working from home and waiting for those to be delivered. So like I had those. So like those showed up, and I was like, I have these. I can't play them yet. So there's kind of that moment. But yeah, at the time beginning of 2019. So I'd been streaming for a couple years. So I was in my streaming time. So I got to stream my first playthrough, which I think I'll exist somewhere still. But yeah, it was one of those things. Like I feel like there's been a couple games like that, but I don't think like I've waited as long for some of those other ones. Like I remember being really emotional for FF15 as well, which that was like when I was making videos at the time versus streaming. But yeah, it was one of those things that like I don't even remember. Kind of like I probably cried at some point. I remember very specifically when, weirdly enough, when 2.5 came out. I remember popping that in and crying at the title screen of 2. But like I don't remember how it went. There's video proof somewhere of what happened. But like it was just like, at least the feeling I remember having was just so much like, this game is finally here and I'm playing it and my friends are here. Like it was a very cool feeling. Like I was probably like overwhelmed in a way of I was just like so invested of what was happening. But yeah, I think that was the one time too. I was like extra like no one's coming in to spoil stuff because I think right before that came out, I was
Yeah.
doing like quick runs of 1 and 2, and the like copies had leaked already, and so I got a big
Yeah.
spoiler into like people who named themselves a spoiler. And I was
Yeah.
like, the game's not out. I'm just playing Cage 2. Fuck off. Like, so I
Seriously.
was very like follower only for however long. I was like very like no one else is gonna ruin this for me. But it was a great experience.
Man, for real, man. Like, for a whole month, we had to, like, avoid spoilers. Because some
Yeah,
asshole
it was
decided to steal copies and post them online and stuff. It was not a happy time to be a fan. But honestly, now, when it comes to vanilla Kingdom Hearts 3, sadly, it split the community in half.
Yeah.
More than it already is, basically. So, like,
Yeah,
some
yeah.
people loved it, some people hated it. I loved it. Like, yes, I had issues with the game. It's not perfect, but overall, I really enjoyed it. But some people just straight up like threw it in the trash can and stuff. Why do you think this game, vanilla Kingdom Hearts 3, why do you think it split the community in half like it did?
Yeah, I do want to start with that. Say like I think I'm where you are with that. Where I loved it. I don't think any Kingdom Hearts game is perfect.
Yeah.
Like I love all of them, even the ones I don't love as much. I still love them. I feel like all of them have their different like pros and cons, and like things that 3 I think did better than any of the other games in the series. It still like lacked a couple other things that I liked different in a different game. But like overall, I loved it. I thought it was worth the wait. It felt like a love letter, a culmination of the entire series. I am on very much the loved it side. Even vanilla KH3, I very enjoyed it. I think as a non-professional, but just kind of watching reactions, I do feel a lot of the split, a lot of the disappointment was like not entirely, but at least a lot of what I saw online were people that had only played 1 and 2. And they're like they were waiting since 2, and so they were like they were disappointed in kind of what was something that was to finish the whole series. Like I always kind of describe it as like if you're a moviegoer, like Endgame was a good example of what KH3 was. Like
Yeah.
you can watch a couple of the Avengers and then be like, who are all these people? And I think in that time as well, like whether or not you had only played 1 or 2 or played everything, it was still a very long waiting period. So I think it had so much time for people to build it up in whatever way. And it kind of in the same way that I've heard, and what I assume like Half-Life 3 will probably never come out because it's a meme now,
Yeah.
and because everyone has whatever expectations they have, and so like it can never live up to those. And I think a lot of the disappointment in 3 was just what people built it up to, what they wanted it to be, and it just didn't live up to that. And
Yeah.
I don't know if my expectations, I'm always just like, I'm happy to be here, I guess. So like I loved it, but yeah, I think that was a lot of it, at least.
Yeah, I feel like people were expecting Kingdom Hearts 2, but they got Kingdom Hearts 3. It's like, if you're gonna play, like, yeah, I'm ready for Kingdom Hearts 3. I played 1 and 2. What?
And
it's just like, no, like that's why they released them all on PS4 beforehand, but I digress. But I feel like,
it's a fault of naming, but yes.
Yeah, I feel like people were comparing it to like the final mixed version of Kingdom Hearts 2 when vanilla Kingdom Hearts 3 is like base form. Like, yeah, I thought the combat was lacking a bit. I thought like the Disney worlds were kind of lacking too. Everything that I cared about happened at the very end, basically. But overall, I loved it. But bro, when I tell you Remind fixed every single issue I had with Vanilla 3, holy shit, like it fixed it so much to a point where now Kingdom Hearts 3 plus Remind is my favorite game in the series. It like, I wanted the Oblivion, I wanted Oathkeeper, I wanted to dual wield, I wanted secret bosses, data battles, we got all that and more. Better combat, better graphics, better ending, it was just an overall better game. So did
a lot of little tweaks too.
Yeah, did Remind fix all the issues for you as well?
I would say all of them. Like there's still some things like it is hard because like I think like overall, I think if you ask me what my favorite is, it goes between 2 and 3. Like again, that's Final Mix and with Remind. So like it just depends on the day. But yeah, there are things that 3 is that it can't not be. and I think kind of my main thing that I wish that was different was it had kind of that. I don't want to be the guy to, one of those guys to floaty combat, but like it was like, why am I still in the air? So like there's certain things
Yeah.
about the combat that I wish were more like 2, but like that's something that won't be fixed. But like everything else, like there are so many little tweaks, like little things, a lot of big additions. Like it made something that I already loved, that I was really excited for, that I felt for me was worth the wait. It added a kind of an extended, slightly cleaned up version of that, plus what I was waiting for, a difficult boss,
Yes.
or 14 of them. Like it gave me exactly what I wanted. Like I remember playing through on Proud because that's all that there was, and I was like, yeah, okay. And then Crit came out, and Remind is like, oh shit, here's the difficulty. Here it is.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It kicked my ass, and it was what I wanted. So like it couldn't fix everything, but it built on what was already really good, that I think improved on the series so much in a lot of little ways. Like I always kind of talk about like things people don't think about is the way that dialogue flows, like character interactions, and like even NPCs. Like 3 kind of finally did something that made those like empty scenes where there's just nothing happening and the wind blowing.
Yeah.
It kind of made everything feel more alive. And so
Yeah.
taking all of that and adding more difficulty, more bosses, more lore, more moves, little changes in things, like it made an already really good game even better.
Agreed.
It's good.
Just to tip like it's peak, pretty much, as the kids say. So
I'm afraid it's peak.
yeah, cinema. So Game Croy, my next question is when the fuck is Kingdom Hearts 4 coming out?
Well, I could look at my little schedule of secrets that Nomura sent me personally. No, I don't know, because I think that the talk of this always, I feel like it always turns into, okay, but when is 7 Part 3 coming out? And I feel like they are trying to juggle those, and so I'm kind of like basing when I think KH4 will come out based on when I think 7 Part 3 will come out. Like it feels like they're going to prioritize that. So it feels in my book, I feel like 7 Part 3 is going to come out in 2027. It gives it enough time. Like it has that break. It's the 30th anniversary of 7.
Yes.
Is that right? Also, there's a 7 in the year. Like it just lines up with how they love to market that. So the question is, where is KH4 going to fit in that? Right now, we've had one trailer and some screenshots, and they could surprise us, but I think it's going to be after, because if it was sooner, they love their trailers. So we would have seen more trailers. I feel like they would have tried to give us more in the loss of Missing Link. I feel like if it was going to be sooner, we would have gotten a little more. Again, they could surprise us, but that's just where I'm thinking. So like, I feel like 2028 is pretty safe.
Yeah.
Like it gives it a lot of time to cook. I think it's because they were 3 was on Unreal 4, right? And this is on Unreal 5.
Yes,
right?
yes. Now it's on 5, yeah.
Yeah, so it gives them a lot, like I think enough time to get things where it needs to be, and to like, again, to prop up 7 Part 3, because I feel like they're going to prioritize that. But I think 2028 is a safe bet.
Same here. That's actually that's exactly what I was going to say. Although I know that 2027 is also the 25th anniversary of Kingdom Hearts.
That's true.
So we're getting something Kingdom Hearts 4 related in 2027. I'm pretty sure.
I'm trying to think, like, have they done, because like I know KH3 came out in 2019, and then the Remind came out in the beginning of 2020, which is when Remake came out. So like I don't think we've seen those come out at the same time. So I don't know if we'll get 4 in the same year, but at the like it kind of leads to what I'm thinking of, like if it comes out in 2028, 2027 is a really good year to be like, it's the anniversary. Here's a trailer. Like I feel like maybe not the next trailer. Hopefully we get something before then, but like it would be maybe the final trailer, like one of those like one of the big reveals they like to do that I'm like, I should avoid that, but I'm gonna watch it anyway. But
it's like, wasn't the first trailer for the 22nd anniversary, or was it the 20th anniversary? I can't remember. I think it was the 20th. Yeah, because it was 2022.
I think you're right.
It was
I think so.
2022, which is a 20 years. So 27 would be the 25th year. Yeah. Yeah. It's just God. It's like GTA 6, man. By the time it comes out, it's like eons afterwards, pretty much. But yeah, I think now it'll come out. But whenever it does come out, I'm gonna buy it and I'm gonna love it. And I can't wait to see what they have in store. But like, what worlds would you like to see in Kingdom Hearts 4? What Disney worlds would you like to see in Kingdom Hearts 4?
Disney specifically.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I had some thoughts of like, what if other Square properties finally? Disney specifically. I had one. I was thinking about this recently. Why am I looking over here? There's something. I think, like everyone, I want Treasure Planet. I think that'd be cool. Like, I feel like that's just kind of an answer everyone has because everyone wants it. Like, they got to do it. They probably won't. But I'm trying to think, like, based off of what I want or what I think is possible, because the way that 4 seems like it's going, it feels like it's going to be very a certain kind of theme. So, like, I think something that would be really cool to see, a really interesting world, and also something that I think would fit with the idea of what might be happening. I think Princess and the Frog would be really cool.
Yes.
And get some frog Sora. I love frogs. So, like, I think that would be neat. There was one I was thinking about. I keep looking over here like it's going to remind me.
It'll hit you like at some point.
Yeah, I'll just
Is
if I remember. Is it
Lilo and Stitch, Wreck-It Ralph, or?
Oh, I remember what it was. So it's not a new one though; it's a revisit.
Mm-hmm.
So one I would love to see again is Halloween Town, but they have the technology to make it look like actually made of clay, actually stop motion. I would love so much to revisit again, but like the frame rate is like stop motion frame rate, where like everything there moves and looks like it would in the movie.
I
like,
love that. I love that.
Possible.
That is such a unique answer. That would take so long for them to do to fighting and stuff. But man, that would be so cool. Yeah.
But like I know that like I recently played Midnight Walk, which they did make clay figures and like then put them in the game. Like I don't know if go that far, but I think there'd be a pretty easy way because they had a lot of cool filters that they just kind of plopped on in different worlds for KH3. And I feel like it'd be pretty easy to do something like that. So like I already want to go back, but like I want to see it look stop motion. I think that'd be cool.
That'd be awesome. Yes. For real. I would love that.
Oh, sorry. I remember one more.
That's fine. Go ahead.
I would love to see something like the show Once Upon a Time.
Nice.
Like, I want to see Sora interact with characters that he's met already, sort of, but it's like a different version of them. Like, I think I talked about before, like if there was like a live action version of one of the movies where he's like Beauty and the Beast, like he meets Beast and it's Beast, but it's not the Beast he knows. Like, I think something like that would be really cool.
That'd be
Once Upon a Time is that like Yeah, so I think so. I'm trying to think of like what would be weird to see happen.
I want Treasure Planet and stuff too. But what I really want, there's two things I really want. I want a Disney afternoon world where you go to Chippendale Rescue Rangers or DuckTales or Goof Troop and you see all these characters before they worked for King Mickey. That'd be pretty cool. And like not only that, maybe a Goofy movie world. So we finally meet Max's son, and Powerline can be like a musical mini game. Like, sorry, like come on, Square. We would love that, seriously.
I know there's been the want to see Max. Like he's got to exist in this universe. Like I think that'd be that's a good shot.
That's my son. You have a son?
Yeah, I want to see that happen.
That'd be hilarious. So, we're going to move from one RPG to another RPG. Now let's talk about Final Fantasy. Because, let's get this right out of the way. What do you think Part 3 will be called?
I think like a lot of people, I thought Reunion until Crisis Core came out again. I don't know, because there's also the part of me that's like, are they going to re-release? I would love if they re-released Dirge of Cerberus, and if they put another word there, I'm like, that would be Redemption, because that's in that's like one of the songs that's important to the story. So I'm like, if they do that, that would be Redemption. So they're not going to use that for Part 3. So we have these ones. What makes sense? And I think one of the ones, like, I don't know if I have a cool answer that I came up with myself, but like I think one that I saw, like, Return seems cool.
Yes, I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that. Return,
it feels like it could be used in so many ways of, like, depending on how the story goes. Like, at the very least, it's like the whole thing is the Genova cells, you know, kind of trying to return to Genova. So like there's that, but there's like, I mean, I love speculating about like the remake series. I have a lot of I don't know what I don't want to do spoilers for anything, but I have some thoughts on what's going on, and you know, like, is it a sequel, or is it, you know, is it its own thing, or is it, you know? But yeah, I think there's a lot of, depending on what they do, whether they just kind of, if it ends kind of like the original, or if it goes off the rails, I think Return could make sense in a few different ways, and I think it's pretty fitting. I'd be curious. Like, so you said you were going to say that, but are there any other ones that you've
Well,
heard?
I mean, I know Lance the Master said Requiem at one point, but I feel like Return just sounds better to me. It just sounds it sounds so official. Return, FF7 Return. I like that.
And like the end.
Yeah.
I heard you said Requiem. I'm like, what if it was Rhapsodius? And Genesis is back. He's the final boss, which might happen.
That'd be hilarious. Speaking of Final Fantasy, man, did you know I had one of the voice actors on the show before?
Yes,
Caleb,
I saw that. That
Caleb,
made me so happy. He seems so cool, like just a chill guy.
Because Zach is my favorite character, and I'm like, I gotta get Zach on the show. So that was an honor for me. Shout out to Caleb Pierce. Love you, buddy. So how have you been enjoying Remake and Rebirth? Like, would you say you enjoyed Rebirth more or Remake more?
I think overall, I mean, Rebirth has a lot more to offer. There's something kind of like, whenever I talk about this, I'm like, there's things that I think both of them do better than the other in some ways. Like there's sometimes in the, like, not like the game itself, I just think of like how it looks and like the lighting in Rebirth. I'm like, oh, that's rough. And then I think of Remake, I'm like, wow, that looked so much better because they controlled the lighting so much more. But like as a game, I like a lot of linearity. I like being able to explore a bit, but I prefer like closer to like how Remake kind of was more of a, not a hallway, but like it was kind of more pushing you along a path with some exploration, where Rebirth kind of was that in some sections, and then just like, here's this entire area. And I think I liked how it led me in Remake, but Rebirth, I feel like they just kind of took things that, like, especially in combat, things that worked really well in Remake and just made it better. Like I had so much fun with the combat in Rebirth. Like the way they made Cloud be very, very, like, you could long range and short range. Like I played as him a lot. I had a lot of strats that I really liked. Tifa was my like other go-to. It was just really fun punching the shit out of people and like trying to get good at combos. Like I think Rebirth excelled in combat and stuff. I think, and in like things to do, and they kind of got into more of the meat of the story, which I love that, more of the like what's going on elements as well. But I think kind of like, I remember talking to guides about this, and our Ian, who's in chat here too. Like,
hi Ian.
We loved Rebirth, but it was like there was too much to do, and that like I think for all of us, but like I can speak for myself, but I think also, as I've said with them, like it's not a fault of the game necessarily. Like there's a lot of fun stuff to do, but the way that we play games, it made my enjoyment of it go down over time, because I was like, all right, I did this. Oh god, there's like 200 like mini games I got to do here and get perfect to do this one thing, and I don't need to do it, but I need to do it. So like it was hard.
I 100% agree with you on that. It's like, I mean, I love both, but I kind of like Remake a bit more, because the biggest thing is just the performance of the game. I played on the base PS5 in 60 frames, 1080p, and it made everything in the background so blurry. It's just like, like they tried to fix it later, but it was still blurry to me. But apparently, if you have the PS5 Pro, it looks a lot better, basically. And I'm just like, I don't know, but because when I play Remake, it just always looks so flawless, always looks so amazing, eye candy. But on I feel like they tried to go bigger, but the PS5 just could not handle their vision, basically.
No, I agree with that, because I think a lot of like, I'm not like visuals aren't make or break for me, but it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
something I noticed a lot. Like I think remake just looked a lot better because it was more of that controlled and like different colored lighting. Like I remember a lot of that like green kind of like green blue lighting and stuff. Like the way that everything was lit just looked so good. I think because they were more confined spaces most of the time, just there
Yeah,
was less going on and
yeah.
just everything just ended up looking better. And yeah, I think they went too hard with Rebirth. We're like, it looked fine, but yeah, I definitely had that problem too of like, it's so blurry.
And the mini games I wasn't a fan of. That turn-based one with the slimes and the monsters. Those robot mini games. We had to like fight the monsters.
Oh, God.
I hated that one so much. And some of the mini games weren't. I mean, I love the Chocobo racing. That was a lot of fun. But everything else, I was like, nah. And this is kind of spoilery, but the ending I wasn't really a fan of either. What the ending was implying, basically.
Okay,
Like,
no, that's fair.
it's just like because I remember playing and I'm like, I have no idea what's happening right now. Things are just happening right now. I'm having fun, but it makes no sense. But I feel like in 3 it'll make more sense.
Yeah, they're gonna like. I hope there's thoughts I have of like. I hope it just doesn't end like just go to the ending like it normally would. I hope they pull in like more Advent Children stuff,
Yes,
more Dirge stuff,
yes,
more
yes.
Crisis Core. Like I want to see, like I want Genesis to show up. I want Deep Ground to be suddenly more out there. Like I want like all these weird timeline things. Like I want to see all this weird stuff happen. And I want it to make less sense for a bit. But yeah, with what you're saying, like I think that's kind of where I had a lot of fun. It was that speculation of like, what am I seeing happening? Like I'm seeing this. What does that mean? And it was kind of fun to have discussions with people. Like,
And I want more
Sydney's
Zach,
brother
man. I
has
want
been
more
one.
Zach. Give us more Zach.
That too.
It was
That
way.
too. I was so happy that it started the way it did. I was like, holy shit,
I was
what?
like, ah! when I first saw it, but I'm like, oh, that's it. Okay.
Mhm.
It's like
Oh, man, yeah. Always
if
more
maybe
Zack.
they can do like a Birth by Sleep thing where at the beginning you choose to play as Cloud or Zack for the whole game. I'm sorry. I just love Zack that much. But my next question, Croy, is who did you romance in Rebirth?
So, I have thoughts on the shipping. I think so. I romance Tifa. I feel
Me
like
too.
I mean,
Me too.
people can prefer whoever they want.
Yes.
And like
yes.
that's personal preference. But like I'm very like based on the stories that I've played, I like my Cloud and Tifa together. I mean, I don't want to give Aerith more trauma, while she's here. But like I'm a very I love Zack and Aerith as a couple.
Yes.
So
Same
like
here.
I think my first playthrough I was just like I love Aerith. Like as an enjoyer of video game, I like Aerith.
Yeah.
But like when I'm like when I was playing Rebirth, I'm like, we're going Tifa. But yeah,
Same here.
I was in the place where it's like, no matter who shows up at this door, whoever is chosen, I'll be fine with that. I was
Yeah.
like, I hope it's Tifa.
I was freaking out because I did all the side quests before going to the next region. And
Yep, same.
Red 13 had so many side quests to a point where my infinity with him grew the most, basically. So I'm like, okay, Red 13, okay. But then I discovered more side quests that made Tifa's infinity go higher. I'm like, yes, I got Tifa! So, and they kiss I know there's an ending where you can like hug or kiss. I got the kiss ending, which just felt so
I did too.
canon.
Yeah, I remember I was for a bit. I was like, it's fine, whoever. But yeah, there was like, I think it was the Red 13 part. I was like, uh-oh, we're getting a lot of affinity with him.
Yeah. Well, he 13 is cool. I love that dog cat all the way. But
Yeah.
the Rebirth made me fall in love with Aerith more. Because Remake made me fall in love with Tifa, but Rebirth, I fell in love with Aerith. Like, when that thing happened, I actually cried my eyes out. I woke up in the middle of the night, 3 o'clock in the morning, crying. Because I'm like, this is her last moment of happiness before, and I lost it. Like, I love Aerith now thanks to Rebirth. And when she's on that stage singing, bro.
Yeah, that scene is so good. I yeah, the whole section was really cool that they just
Yeah.
like, you know what, this is a thing now. Like I remember the play in the original and I always like did it wrong to be funny, but in this is like, no, we're doing it serious. Like I'm doing this right.
I
But
love that.
yeah, it's good.
So
It's good.
now moving away from remake, how did you enjoy 15 and 16?
I'm an enjoyer of those.
Yes.
I'm really bad at ranking games because it just changes depending on my mood. But like 15 and 16 are in my top Final Fantasy games. Like seven's up
Nice.
there for nostalgia's sake. 9 is just a really good game. Like those are always up there. Like I think top
Nice.
4 is some classic PS1 ones and some more recent ones. Like I was one of those people that like versus 13 trailers like holy shit. And so I was like so excited for that. And then it went through so much. It's not what it wanted to be. It's kind of unfinished in some ways, and they added more to it later that I still haven't played. Like I played it on release, and I want to go back and stream it with like all of the updates because when I played it, it came out you could only play as Noctis.
Mhm.
And that was when the ring was terrible too. Like that one mission that they had to make less bad. But like I think maybe knowing kind of what it went through, and maybe even despite that, like I loved 15. Like I cry every time in 15. It's
Me too.
so good. And it's not even the part there's a certain thing dad drama. I thought I was going to cry at stuff like that, like stuff with his dad. It wasn't even that gets me every time. Like I'm surprised at what makes me cry in that game. Like it's good. Like
It's so good.
again, I know a lot of people were disappointed in it, but like I liked the mix of like how it was an action game basically. I thought that was really fun. Like
Yeah.
I thought it was just a very pretty, and I loved that the story was like the bachelor party on the road and oops now we're dealing with all this. Like I love the characters so much. That was
Yeah.
like one of those times where I think the banter worked. Like
Mhm.
I love 15.
It's
16.
15 is my first Final Fantasy game ever. I played from beginning
Really?
to end. I
Oh,
played
man.
I played 13. That was my very first FF game, but I dropped it really early on. I was very impatient back in those days. So 15 was the first FF game I played from beginning to end, and I loved it. Loved it.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I'm curious on that. Like, have you gone back and played other ones, and like, do you enjoy them any more, any less because of starting with 15?
I went back and I played OG7 to prepare for Rebirth, but I haven't played. I would like to play 13 again now that I'm less impatient, but like
Yeah, I need to do that too.
yeah, because I think I got into like I don't know 2 hours into the game and I just dropped it. I returned it and I got my refund. But during those times in the PS3 era, I was super impatient. But 15, loved it. And 16, my God. I love Clive
Yeah.
so much. I love Clive so much. I am a straight man, but every time Clive speaks, I have a awakening, pretty much. That God, I want him to read me bedtime stories, but go on. What do you think of 16?
Okay, well, I feel that too, but it's Sid for me. I could listen to him talk
Oh
forever.
my God, yes.
Our Thunder God Sid. I love 16. All of the things that people complain about in 16 are things I loved. Like
I love it.
I love Final Fantasy as a franchise, as an idea, which I think it pulled a lot from, and I love action games. I love Devil May Cry as combat,
Yes.
and so I feel like it took a lot of things I love in various video games. Like literally, I think the like combat designer from DMC5, which was the most fun Devil May Cry to play, worked on it. So I felt that like it was. I love 16. I have a Sid cosplay. I did on my second playthrough to platinum it. Like I love the characters. I love the world. I love how shitty the world is. Like there was so much you do a side quest. You're like, wow, this place fucking sucks. Like the way that they kind of explain the world, like usually I think, no, this is something I've talked about, like where there's so many side quests that are just like, go talk to this guy and then go do this thing or go kill this thing, go collect this thing. And usually in games, I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. But a lot of times in this, the reward is more lore, which to some people is like more, yeah, whatever. Okay. That was a fetch quest. Okay. But like, there's something about the way it just pieced everything together that like, even in the stuff that would normally be boring to me, I loved it. I craved more world lore. And
Mhm.
there's so much of that, like, here's what happened way in the past that we just kind of talk about. And I'm like, I want to know more about that. But I also like the idea that we can't know more about
Mhm.
that. But like, I'm getting in a loop here, but like,
It's all
I
good.
love the characters. I love the music. I love the combat so much.
I love the combat.
Yeah, I love. I think Final Fantasy is at its best where it is doing different things. Like
Mhm. I
over
agree.
time, I feel like there's like a genre for like even Dirge of Cerberus. It's a shooter. Like
Mhm.
they do everything, and I think it was very risky because I know a lot of people were not happy with it being an action game. But I do like even in that there was a lot of accessibility where you could like difficulty settings, but also a lot of the like more complicated and flashy moves you could pull off a lot easier. Like I even
Yeah.
messed around with that to just see what that was like. I was like, that's really cool. I probably would have not been able to know that that was a thing I could do. Like I think even in all that, they still made it very playable to people who wouldn't normally play those kind of like Devil May Cry. Like
Mhm.
I think it's such a fun game, and I hope they do more like that. But you know, I want to see them try whatever.
Yeah.
Like I'm here for it.
I'm glad you mentioned that because that's actually my next and last FF question. For Final Fantasy 17, would you want them to go to do turn-based combat or keep the action combat of Remake and 16?
So, yeah, for me personally, like what I would have the most fun doing is more action. That's
Okay.
what I would I would have the most fun. The best possible my experience would be more Final Fantasy words and things, like hack and slash, more actiony package. I would also probably just be almost as happy with turn based. I know a lot of other people would be because I again like I want to experience it. I'm excited. I want to see them try stuff. I would prefer more action personally.
That's
I
fine.
think
That's
is where
fine.
I sit with that.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people refuse to play Remake and 1615 because if it's not turn-based, they don't want to play. But I'm like, I get why, because after Expedition 33, I feel like because that game did so well, we're almost guaranteed the next mainline game will be turn-based, pretty
That's
much.
a good point. Yeah.
Because,
Well, actually, I would love to see that. Like something like I think ones that come to mind specifically is like Claire Obscure and weirdly, I think it was like like a Dragon Infinite Wealth.
uh-huh,
That's another turn-based game, but they both have elements of action in it where there's that like the parrying system, and both of them kind of have a system like that, like where you don't just wait to get hit. Like there's some timing stuff that you can do on your end to take less damage or no damage. Like in Clay
yeah.
Obscure, you can just avoid all damage if you're good, which I tried to be. But like I would love to see more of that, of like a mix of turn-based and action at the same time. Like
All right.
those are my most fun turn-based to play.
Amazing. Well, so Game Crow, we've been nerding out about games for so long
Yeah.
that we're kind of getting short on time. So my last question was about Reconnect. So
Okay.
tell us about. We'll just skip through all like most of the questions here, and I'll just your general Reconnect experience 2025. How was it?
It's pretty good.
So good.
I was thinking about this. Like it was the first Reconnect I can go to. I mean, there was the other one. I guess was the only other one, the first one, besides Cage 20. But like
Yeah.
it was my first time doing that. Like going there, my roommate and my now wife and I drove there, which was
Whoa.
it was a long time. But like that was the only people that I had met in person before. And it was kind of scary for that. I was very afraid to be doing an event. I think that was kind of one of the things that was hard is like, I'd meet people or they'd ask kind of like, how I'm doing. And I'm like, I was just like so stressed the entire weekend, but like it was good. And like, I want it again and I want more time because I feel like so much of what it was is like running from thing to thing, especially like having like doing the rave, like there was a lot of prep with that where I missed out on other things or like more time hanging out with people.
Yeah.
Like I got some moments of downtime, but I feel like there's so many people where like I met them for the first time and got to talk a tiny bit and
Yeah.
then like we go do whatever we had to do. And like I saw a lot of people and it was really nice meeting people. And I was very much just like coming up to people like, do you hug? Like I was so happy to like meet people in person. And like for the most part, everyone is like how I've seen them online, which is really
Yeah.
cool. Like
It was an
felt
honor to
very
finally
much-
meet you too.
Well, you too.
It was great to
Like,
meet you
that was-
finally.
That was like, yeah, it was cool. Like there's people I've seen. Like, I mean, there's people like you that I've seen, and there's people like that I've seen their name in
Yeah.
not even just my chat, but someone's chat, or like they don't show their face. So like, there's people like, oh, that's you, like putting a face to a name, or like it was just really, it was an amazing experience, and I
really
want
was.
to go back. I want more time. I want to do the rave again, but I want to hang out with more people. I just want more time to talk to people. Like I think that's what I wish I had more of.
Yeah.
But yeah, I loved it. It was such a cool experience.
It really was. My next question is, well, last question for Reconnect, because I love the rave, by the way. The rave was freaking incredible. There's a clip up out there with me and Data Rich twerking. I haven't seen it,
Yes.
but it's just like, oh boy, I had a couple of shots. Well, what can I say? I'm there to party with my friends, but like, how did you rehearse that? Because I know we had Radiant Gardeners like being like dancing like that thing that she had. Remember? I
Yep.
forget what it was called.
The hula hoop.
Was that also rehearsed, or did that just happen?
So there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that I could talk about for a while. But yeah, so Nicole coming out with the hula hoop. So anyone else doing something like that, we did not account for.
Okay.
She was planned for a bit. So we had like a chat, and it was at first it's mostly me and the guides is talking about logistics and like naming it and figuring all that out. And then we pulled Nick in to help with lighting stuff. And then I think Ash was just there near the beginning too. My roommate, he was to help with logistics stuff. And then yeah, Nick was like, okay, we're gonna figure out lighting. We're gonna do all this. And then he's like, oh, by the way, Nicole is really good at hula hoop. Do you want that to be a part of it? And it's like, yes. so that was a planned thing. And there's some funny stories with that where we were trying to practice there, where like we tried to find like a spot where people weren't, and so we'd practice, and then we hear someone come, and like Nicole would like grab it, put it in a thing, and run around the corner and like, pretend that nothing was happening. Like that happened a lot actually, because we're like, we need time to like see how it works, because I think they like picked it up there for the first time because it had light stuff, and so we needed to like try it out and like see how it worked with stuff. So there was like trying to practice with things where people couldn't know because it was supposed to be a surprise. But yeah, for me, a couple of the songs didn't get finished until like right before we left.
Wow.
So like Bonehole, I think was the last one I finished. It was the first song I started, like as soon as I knew this was going to be a thing, but it was the last one to get done because there's kind of the main section. Just I didn't know what I was going to do with it for so long. But yeah, like I haven't really done something like that in a very long time. Like I had performed some stuff kind of similar-ish, but I had like a friend that played guitar, and so we had like him playing stuff, and like I would loop what he was doing, and we had like a pad thing. Like there was a lot more going on, but it's like I'm just doing this by myself. This is scary. Which fun fact, that day, Saturday,
Yeah.
my body was fighting me so hard. So
Oh
like
man.
that was cosplay day. So like we woke up.
Amazing
too late on
cosplay, by the
accident.
way. Amazing
Thank you.
cosplays.
We won for that, which was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had a nosebleed, and so I was like, I don't know if I can go out on the catwalk and not bleed everywhere. So that we were late
What
to that,
caused
but
it?
it ended up being okay.
Did you bump your nose into something or what?
I think it was the like altitude. It was just something about the where we were. It just like happened, and I was like, this is not good because it was a bad one too. So
Out
it
of
was
all
like,
the times.
yeah, no, that was the first thing that day too, and then it was my back is bad sometimes, and like it kind of hit a point where like for the rest of the night. So there's a part in the rave you can see me. I like did a thing and then I got back up. You could see me like and look over at Sydney. That's where my back is exploding. But like I missed rando bingo because I had a headache too. It was just like my body was like, no, not today, and I was like, no,
Gotcha.
this is what everything I need to do happens.
Oh
But
man.
it ended up being really fun. It was really fun. Like I seeing people do stuff. Like I was like, I don't know. Do I excite at the crowd? Do I do my own thing? But like, it was nice to people would like that, like having the circle pit open up. I was like, yes, do that. I'm here to back you up. I'm playing stuff and hanging out. You guys have fun. Like everyone kind of how they decided to interact like with each other and just kind of the space, I think made it so much more fun than me just being like, I'm the guy doing music. Like, I'm just like, I'm also here. And it was nice.
It was a lot of fun, man. Like my favorite memory from that night is when I take my phone out to like sing a song with my friend, and then like the whole crowd wants to be in this video too. So like that was a lot of fun. That it just Reconnect 2025. It was the best weekend of my life. It really was. It's like when I think 2025, I think Reconnect now. It's just meeting. It's sad because now we have to wait another 3 years for another one. But like, if they make another one, but like compared to the one in 2023, yeah, exactly. The one compared to the last one, this was so much better for me. So much better. So until that day comes, like, yeah, we'll be twerking in the circles again in 2027, pretty much. And hopefully, yeah. So my last question, Game Croy, for you, since we have a lot of your viewers watching right now, what is some of the upcoming content they can look forward to from you?
Nothing. I don't know, cause like at this point, like I think we were talking about this before this, but maybe the beginning of this.
Yeah.
I'm getting my time mixed up, but like I only stream Fridays and Saturdays now.
Yeah.
So like I have a lot less going on, and I've kind of like I made so many songs at once for Reconnect. So like I haven't been working. Like I have some things sort of cooking. There's maybe another Kingdom Hearts related thing for a person that I need to get to, but like I haven't really been working on too much. Like I want to get back to music, so at some point you can expect more. There is one of my songs in the Gardeners game, The Hallowed Garden. So if you haven't played that, there's something in there that came out last month. But yeah, it's hard because like I'm just, like I said at the beginning, like I'm just a guy that plays video games on the internet and sometimes makes music. So like I just started Ghost of Yote today, so I'm playing more of that tonight. Me, Faux Retro, and Simply Caleb are finishing Baldur's Gate 3 in like the next 2 Saturdays, so like that's big. But,
amazing.
Like, oh, I guess I have a birthday stream next Friday, so that's something.
Be there, y'all. Be there, y'all.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm playing something.
I will be there. Are you doing any like multiplayer games with your viewers? Fall Guys or anything?
So that's something I used to do, and then we had a bunch of people that I don't know come in and ruin it for everyone.
Yeah,
so I've been less
like
of a person to do community stuff. But yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do. I'm like, oh shit, that's it's also the day after Thanksgiving. I'm like, that's unfortunate timing, but...
Well, I will definitely be there. Well, if you have time for one more question, Croy, you wanna, because we haven't talked about your music yet. Do you wanna like go through like your music real quick, and then we'll go into the last segment?
Sure, yeah.
Like, how'd you like? Have you grown up loving music and you decided to just compose your own and stuff? Like, what's like some of the scores you made that you're the most proud of?
I wouldn't call anything a score to start. I'm very casual in that, which is like kind of where. So I think me being known doing any music stuff, I think a lot is Guides' fault because he asked. I don't remember where that started. I probably need to find that conversation, but like. He asked me about doing something for Reconnect, and that's kind of where that started. And then like more people have asked me to do stuff, and now people know I make stuff. And now I hosted the rave and had a bunch of new stuff.
Amazing.
But like, yeah, I've always enjoyed music. I'm kind of all types, but I'm very I make what I like. So like I like electronic music a lot. I like drum and bass specifically. So I have like I was like, can I talk about anything I'm working on? Okay, it's all drum and bass. Well, I'll get to those someday. But yeah, it kind of started where like there was an electronic music guy that was doing like a remix competition that just became a thing there, and that was where I was like, yeah, I want to try that. So like I downloaded some free music software and just messed around with the stems and was like, this is terrible, but it's fun. So like over time, I kind of learned a bit more, and then like with like my sister-in-law, who I haven't made stuff with her recently, but anything that's not just me, that's our music, is with her. We haven't done stuff in a bit, but like working with her is why I got into the program I use now, Reason, which is where I like do everything. But like over time, I've just kind of messed around. Like I just poke around with stuff. Like I'm not very musically trained. Like I played trombone in middle school. I learned a tiny bit of piano and guitar, but like I'm not good at like, sheet music reading or like
Yeah, me
I
neither.
just kind of poke around until I find what I like doing. And so
Yeah.
a lot of it's just like I have this idea in my brain, or like I like how this song does this thing, and I want to try to do something like that. And then it just starts with
Nice.
me building something and going from there. But yeah, I love music. I hate sound design. Like I hate working with sound. I love sound design, but I hate sound sometimes. But like, yeah, I just something I like to do for fun. That I think it's very fun that people know it's a thing I do.
Yeah.
And that I've been nominated for MVAs twice for it.
You're very good at it. Like, I'm like, wait, Game Troy
Thank
made
you.
this music? Wow. Incredible. Well, you may or
What's
may
your favorite
not the trailer for Reconnect. That
Okay, that's a good answer.
I'm just like, wow, he made that, because you may or may not be hearing from me about a potential Motown Downtown collaboration. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. When it comes to music. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so with that being said, now we're going to fast forward to the fan favorite section of the show called Top 10 Questions on Motown Downtown.
Top 10 questions. You got the questions. Top 10 questions. I got the answers. Top 10 questions. Better get your answers ready.
Where I will ask my guests 10 questions courtesy of Inside the Actors Studio. So, Game Croy, are you ready?
I think so. I'm nervous about this part.
All right, so the first question is, what is your favorite word?
Just word in general?
Yeah.
Oh no. I don't. Okay, this is hard because I'm like I gotta think fast. What comes to mind? For some reason, like, just dude. I feel like I've been using that when I've been like mad at people at work. I'm like, okay, dude. Like, it's just been a word that I've enjoyed using in such a way recently. I don't know.
All right.
It's funny to me.
I like it. So, what is your least favorite word? Besides moist. Everyone says moist.
Moist isn't that bad. It's
Everyone
not that
says
bad to me.
moist.
I think holistic.
Holistic?
I don't know why. It's what comes to mind.
Gotcha. I like something different. I like that. So, what makes you happy?
Well, kind of what I try to do on my weekends. So, video games, music, my wife. Those are kind of the main things. Like I think that's a quick answer. Yeah,
Amazing.
those.
So, what makes you upset?
Oh god, there's a lot right now. I will just say the state of certain
Yeah.
places.
Yeah.
Kind of. I'm not a person that gets mad very, very much at a lot of things. There's a few people I'm pretty mad at right now.
Agreed. 100%.
Somewhere in.
So, what sound or noise do you love?
Oh shit. I had one for this too.
You came prepared. Nice.
Well, because I saw this segment a couple times. I just forgot what I was gonna say. A noise. Oh. Ooh. Okay. I was like trying to think of like just things I hear, and my brain went to video games, and I think something that like is always like, I'm safe kind of feel is the healing fountains in Medieval. As you know, going back to Medieval, like there's just a sound. It has a
Nice.
crunchiness on PS1 to it. It's just makes the soul happy.
I love that. So, what sound or noise do you hate?
This one's easy. Fucking leaf blowers. I feel like I've always just liked them, but like in this apartment, I hear them anywhere, anytime in the day, including 3 or 4 a.m. What are you doing? I hate leaf blowers now. Anyway, that was an easy one.
All right, Game Croy, for the $1 million question. What is your favorite curse word?
You know, I know everyone says it. I think I default to fuck. I love saying the fuck word. But
Yep.
I think if I had to think outside of that, shitters with an E on.
Shitters.
I think
Okay.
that's funny.
Fucking
But
shitters.
I say fucking shitters.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I do love saying that. That's the one. The combo word.
That's
we'll go
the
with
one.
That.
We'll go with that. Also sauce. So, what profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
Well, it's funny I mentioned hating sound design. I just hate how sound works sometimes, but I would love to do sound design for something. Like I have only very, very dabbled, but either that or I would love to do voice acting in things. Like I've done
yes.
for fun side stuff, but like I would love to do that.
I've heard your range of voices, and I'm like, this guy has a future in voice acting for real, really good.
I wish. Well, we'll see. I haven't really done anything with it, but I would love to have time for that.
For sure,
I think
man.
That'd be very fun.
So, what profession would you not like to attempt?
My own. I think besides my own, I think another classic answer. I don't want to go back to anything food related. I think I was lucky in the food work I did, but I can't go back to anything like that.
Facts. Never again, man. So, if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Either wow, banger track, or hey, if there's any Kingdom Hearts that didn't come out, hey, we'll have that up here. Like, I think I've always made the joke, like, next Kingdom Hearts announced, God, I hope I'm alive to play that. Like, I think that's always been a thing.
Let's hear one more round of applause, please, for our illustrious guest, Game Croy. This was a lot of fun, man, a lot of fun. For some reason,
Yeah,
we
thank you
had
for
like
having me.
minor tech issues with freezing and stuff. But honestly, it was
I'm
funny
sorry.
because like you kept making these funny faces that froze for like a second or two. So that was funny.
no.
We all had a good laugh, and that's what matters. I'm gonna find a friend to raid. So while I look for a friend to raid, how about some parting words for the audience?
Oh, sorry. Fucking shitters. There we go. No, thank you for having me. Like, I've been wanting to be on here for a bit, and I know, like, we finally made it happen. I had a lot of fun, and like, even last night, I think I was telling you, like, I was a little stressed and like, how does this work? And so I had fun, like, just watching some previous episodes to be like, okay, it's gonna be chill, it's gonna be fun. But yeah, I had a lot of fun on here. Guys, if you don't follow Mo is the person off stream that he is on stream. Mo is just a delight. So I hope you do a follow here. But I guess I'm just rambling. But please, guides, if you ever hear this, thank you for Reconnect. Please do another Reconnect so I can see all my friends again.
Yes.
Thank you.
In 2027, we will 100% be there. But yes, we're gonna go raid our friend Mary. She is playing Tormented Souls right now. So yeah, let's go say hi to her. I will be taking a break from streaming next week because Thanksgiving week. Yeah, I'll be with family and stuff. But we'll be back the following week with more content. And when will you be live next? You said next weekend?
Probably in a few minutes.
Oh,
You'll play some
never
more
mind.
Yote tonight.
We'll do that too then.
And then yeah, then tomorrow more Baldur's Gate with the boys, and then I'll be live on the day after Thanksgiving for my birthday.
Oh wait,
doing something.
we will be there. Well, thank you all for coming out tonight. Have a good night. Have a good weekend, and we'll catch you guys next time. But let's say hi to a Mary, real quick. Brace to Mary. Happy early Thanksgiving. Love you to death, and take care. Peace out. Bye.
Love you. Bye. Thank you again for having me.
And there goes the raid. Yeah.
That was really